Good morning and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. Today is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays we have a series on love and romance. So, we do have our interactive tarot where you pick a deck or pick the fairy that calls you, and we look at the general energies around our love life and those romantic relationships. We also take a look at what to release at this time and what to focus on. All right. And today we have three special decks. The artist of these decks is the same one, is Ciro Marchetti, Italian artist who does a lot of work with tarot and very very imaginative, and you'll see the images are quite something. So it's a different type of art, but very beautiful, based on the Rider Waite Smith decks. And again, I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. And we always begin by grounding, centering, and connecting with the breath. So follow along as I do this, even though the space, the sacred space, and the cards have been prepared prior to this video, right? To create a very sacred, safe space filled with love. But follow along if this helps you ground, center, and connect. I suggest that you are in a place where you're not going to be disturbed and your attention can be focused on the video and picking your cards. All right. So plant your feet uh, flat on the floor, right? I hope you're sitting in a comfortable position. Roll your shoulders back and move gently the neck from side to side, front to back. All right. And now let's take a deep inhale in through the nose together. Hold at the top and gently exhale. We do these types of exercises because when we release tension and we are more focused, that's when our intuition also lights up even more, right? So that's why we do that. So let's take another deep inhale. Now put the palms of your hands above your heart chakra, right in the middle of the chest, while you take a deep inhale in through the nose and gently exhale. Always trying to elongate that exhale. Now, just pick a deck, the deck that calls you or the fairy. We have the pink, the blue, and the yellow. Ready? All right, let's begin with the pink fairy. For those of you who picked this one. All right. Now, let's move the cards a little bit around to wake them up, and we set the intention. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight into our love life. Also, what we need to release and what we need to focus on right now. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. Let's see the main energies for those of you who picked this deck. 2 cards answer. Now, what to release? 1 card. And what to focus on? Also 1 card. All right. So, the main energies. Who answers our call? The High Priestess and the Two of Wands. Look at this. Major Arcana, major advice, right? So, what is the High Priestess and the Two of Wands telling us about the main energies around our love life at this time, and what spirit can tell us a little bit of advice and guidance, right? So the high priestess is all about going within and tapping into your intuition, as well as connecting to spirit, connecting to the divine, right? So right now, is telling you that it is a moment when your intuition is speaking to you a lot, right? About your love life. So intuitive nudges and psychic hits, if you want to call it this way. So intuition are these messages from our spirit guides, our guardian angels, God. So we have all these messages, right? And that's our intuition speaking to with us. And we have the Two of Wands that the ones here we have the fire element, the energy of a two, right? That it's the two signifies a lot of choices or partner or even partnerships. So right now your intuition is probably guiding you to make a choice, right? And that choice can be either in where to go with your relationship, where or even in staying in the relationship or letting go of that relationship, or even for some people who are listening this, they may be in between two partners. So spirit tells you that there is a choice to be made right now, um, and that following your intuition is essential at this time, right? So ask yourself, what do I think is a choice that I need to make in my love life right now? And then do a lot of exercises to quiet the outside noise and connect with your intuition. So either meditation and prayer that I always recommend, or even journaling, or even spending some time alone, right? The high priestess is not this extroverted entity, but she's more introverted. She really connects with the divine. She really connects with the spirit, right? And she's very intuitive. So right now, think of the choices that you need to make and connect with spirit, connect with your intuition, and make that choice, because these are the energies that important choices need to be made, right? Either you are in a relationship or you are not, but it's about a choice. Now, what do you need to release? And look at this, you got another two, and it is the Two of Cups. So, Cups is a water element. And here we're going into the realm of emotions, right? And this card is in the release position, right? So, what does the Two of Cups tell us that we need to release? And right now, it is to release a lot of this emotional bond that we have, right? So, if we need to make a decision, the Two of Wands is about decisions that will have a major impact, right? So a decision that needs to be done intentional. Remember, it's once, right? But to release, when we have the Two of Cups, it could be also because we have some form of emotional attachment, not only to the person, but the emotions are not allowing us to make a choice that it is the best choice for us, right? So this card is telling you, release this emotional burden. Right now, you need to think about what's best, right? And in order to think about what's best and make whatever decision is important, you need to connect with the spirit, connect with your intuition, and let go of emotions. And emotions are not only love or romantic feelings for somebody, emotions can be guilt as well, right? So any emotion that is keeping you in fear or bonded to something that is not for the best for you or your relationship right now, that's what needs to be released. So ask yourself, what decision, what choice do I feel I need to make in in my relationship or my love life right now? What's my intuition tell me? And what guilt or what emotions do I need to release that keep me from making the best decision for myself. All right. Now let's look at what to focus on. And here we have the Four of Swords, right? And the Four of Swords is the card of rest, right? It's a card that tells you to rest, and because it is swords, the air element is also a lot of mental chatter and a lot of overthinking, as well as, I would say, a lot of conversations here. So what to focus on? Focus on really going within, not over explaining, not having a lot of conversations, probably conversations that are emotional, right? And it is just take a step back, rest, reset, connect with your intuition. So let's put it all together at this time, right? So the reading makes is coherent. All right, so Spirit's telling you that there is an important choice to be made, that in order to know what's the right path for you with intention forward, it is to connect with your intuition, right? To go within, connect with your intuition, connect with the Spirit. You need to release fear or any emotion that keeps you from making the best choice for yourself, and focus on really resetting, quieting the mind, spending that time with yourself in order to come up with the best decision, right? But there is a choice that needs to be made. But only you, by connecting with the Spirit and connecting with your guides, right, can make the right decision here. But release that guilt, the fear, or anything that keeps you bonded to a person or to a situation, or that keeps you, even if the relationship is going great, but keeps you from making the best decisions for the relationship and for you, right? So focus on taking a step back, resetting and connecting with Spirit, and making a choice. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. There may be somebody who needs to hear this. All right, and remember, general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest. And if you want us to look more in depth at your particular situation, I offer private tarot sessions that can be done from anywhere in the world, as well as pre-recorded readings. So go to the links that I'm leaving down below, right? That is my website and my Gumroad storefront to either book a session with me or order your pre-recorded reading. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. All right, let's go now with the blue fairy for those of you who picked that one. All right, here we have this deck, the blue fairy. All right, let's put the blue fairy right here. Again, let's move the cards and little knock knock so they wake up, and let's set that intention for what we want to know. Please give us guidance, insight, and advice into our love life and romantic relationships. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good, also what to release and what to focus on. And so it is. Oh, here we go. It took a while. They didn't want to talk to us today. And we have two cards for the main message. And now what to release. To release. Two more cards. Interesting how this deck is behaving today. I always pay attention to how they behave when we shuffle them. And now what to focus on. Oh, and three cards. Very interesting. So let's put them like this so you can see it all. All right. All right, let's begin with the main energies. And who answers the call? The Eight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Look at this. We have Wands and Wands. This is the fire element. And we have the Eight of Wands, that it is that momentum, right? And the Ten of Wands, that it is that achievement. So we have momentum and achievement. All right. So what is the main guidance right now? So energies are moving fast around your love life. There is a lot of momentum, right? And it is a momentum to achieve the thing that you want out of your life, right? So when you see wands, think of a magic wand, and a magic wand is like your intention. So wands will always tell you to be intentional, right? But here it tells you, all right, there is something that you want. It's a fire element. It's that fire in your belly. So ask yourself right now, what is it that I want? There is these energies that it means momentum is created, right? Created to attain what you want, right? So making sure you zero in on what it is that you want out of your love life right now, right? And also being very intentional and making sure that you keep moving towards your target, towards that you expect, either to be in a relationship with someone, to take your relationship to the next level. Right now, there is this fast energy of momentum, but it says it is to achieve everything you want. It's the 10 of 1. It's that culmination. So it's up to you to zero in. Now, one thing that I like to tell my clients is that when you see ones, remember something. That part of being intentional, because if we have a lot of momentum moving forward, but we are doubting and we are focusing on different things, it's like having the magic wand and going like this. You never know what you're going to create. So be very intentional when you see ones and two ones paired together. Right now, it's letting you know the forecast here is for things happening fast, fast, fast. Look at this eight, right? Fast things, the Eight of Wands, to attain things that you really want, that you've really been putting effort for. So right now, be very intentional and keep moving with these energies. Now, what to release, right? And who answers our call? The Strength card and the Prince of Wands. All right, so major arcana, major advice, remember that. And once again, right? So what's the Strength card and the Prince of Wands, right? So here, let me just show you something, right? So here is it's a very interesting pair put together, because the Strength card is usually such a positive card. It is a card about inner strength, having that self-control, right? And the Prince of Wands is that card of advancement, right? Of going after what you want. So if we have this fast momentum to attain what it is that you've been hoping for in your love life, what it is that you need to release the need for control. So the strength is also about a lot of self-control, but here we have a strength in the release position. So is release trying to control the outcome. Instead, just be intentional with the steps, right? In manifesting, we are always taught that in order to manifest, it's to vibrate in the same frequency as what we want, but also releasing the outcome, right? Letting go of trying to control. So this is very similar. It tells you that right now you have this momentum to get what you want, that you do need to take steps forward, right? And be intentional, but do not try to be over controlling, right? Trying to control every step. Just make sure that you are intentional and that you are vibrating towards what you want, towards this thing that needs to be attained, right? This culmination of the 10 of Wands. That's done with your own vibration and with your own intention, but not with over control. Now, let's look at what to focus on. And who answers the call? We have the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Devil card, Major Arcana 15. Look at this, Pentacles, Pentacles, and the Devil card. Please do not be afraid. I always say, want everybody to know not to be scared when the Devil card or the Tower card or the Death card come out. All tarot cards have their lights and their shadows. In this channel, we use the tarot in divination, but divination as a conversation with the divine, not as fortune telling of predicting, because the future is fluid and you have free will and choice, right? Some of the greatest gifts that were bestowed upon us by Spirit. All right, so do not be afraid of that. And this is supporting the Four of Pentacles mostly. So the Four of Pentacles is this card of that vibrates with the energy of the four, and its pentacles is the earth element. So it's this card of structure and stability, right? And then we have the Two of Pentacles, that it is all about balance, and the Devil card, that it is about things that are out of balance, right? So interesting. So let's read them together. So right now, what to focus on? Focus on creating a really good stability for your relationship. Right now, the focus needs to be on the ingredients for a stability in your love life, right? The stability in that partnership. And that may mean being able to balance different aspects of your life, different aspects of the relationship, right? And not allowing not allowing the relationship to go into unhealthy forms of attachment, or even into ego driven ways. So let me put an example. So right now, your love life, if you're in a relationship, this is asking for stability. So what creates a stability in a relationship, right? Good communication, respect, right? Loyalty. So these are some of the ingredients. So think about, for you, what helps you feel stable in your relationship? What helps you feel secure, right? And what can you do to help that on your part? Now, it may need to balance different aspects, right? So balancing different aspects of the relationship perhaps is about time. Are you spending enough time with this person? Are you balancing not only time, but also balancing the different components, right? Every person has a personality or a character, and just like the tarot cards, they may have lights and shadows. So it may be, how are you balancing things when there is friction, when there is conflict, right? So creating stability and balancing the different aspects in the relationship. And right now, not trying to make sure you're not going into unhealthy forms of attachment or ego driven discussions. So, when I say ego driven, it's when you begin arguing about a petty thing, something small, and that wanting to win, wanting to be the person that's right, is messing up what's important. So, very right now, focus on creating that stability for your relationship, balancing different personalities, different things that the relationship may go through, but not allowing the ego to take over or creating an unhealthy attachment even to that person. So, working on that. Now, let's put it all together, right? So, Spirit's telling us there is a lot of energy, moving energy, momentum for things to happen like you want, for things that you've been wanting to actually be happening in your love life, right? In those romantic relationships. You need to release wanting to control everything. Instead, take intentional steps forward. Make sure that your own energy is vibrating in a way that is towards what you want, but also being intentional, making sure you're focusing more on yourself and not trying to control the outcome or the other person, and to focus on creating stability around your relationship, balancing the different aspects when there is friction, when there is conflict, the different personalities, right? And making sure that the ego doesn't get involved. You don't want to win every argument or just be right, or even creating an unhealthy attachment, right, where one becomes too jealous, too possessive, or too needy. So it's all about structure, stability, right, and finding that moderate way that it's calm and it's not into extremes that create an imbalance. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message. Remember, this is a reading for the collective, general reading. Take what resonates. And if you are going through something, through a change, need clarity, a life transition, something in your love life as well, know that I offer private online sessions that can be done from anywhere in the world by phone, video call, or even chat, as well as pre-recorded readings, right? You can go to my website or my Gumroad. The links are below in the comments and in the description, sorry, and book a session with me, right? I'm a board certified coach, board certified holistic energy practitioner, as well as hold a master's in psychology. So I bring all of this as well as my experience reading tarot for 30 years. So everything comes with us on these sessions. So remember just to check out the links in the description or reach out if you have any questions. Now let's go to see that yellow fairy and the last deck of the day. And here we have the yellow fairy. For those of you who picked this one, let's move the cards, wake them up, and set the intention. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight into our love life, into what to release and what to focus on. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right. 2 cards. We are started every deck with 2 cards. Interesting. It's not that I try to pick 2 cards. It's whatever comes out. I shoot for 1, and if 2 or more want to come out, then we honor them. So, and now what to release? And 2 cards for what to release. And what to focus on. All right. And 1 card for what to focus on. Okay. Let's go with who answers our call towards the main energies. And we have the 2 of Wands again. We had it before, and the 9 of Swords. All right, so we have the fire element, right? And the air element. Interesting. So what do these cards tell us about the energies surrounding our love life right now? So Wands is the fire element, and as I explained before on the previous deck, choices and there can be choices and partnerships. Now we have this combination together that tells us, yes, you may or you or your relationship may be at a crossroads right now, right? So it's not only about making decisions and choices here, it's about being at a crossroads. So asking yourself, where to go from here. So ask yourself, where do I want to go from here in my love life and my relationship? Right? Being very clear on what it is that you want and where do you want to take this relationship. So being very clear about. Now we have the Nine of Swords, and here we move into the air element. And the Nine of Swords is a card sometimes associated with this over mental struggle and overthinking that keeps us in the Rider Waite Smith card. You see this image of a person in bed, right? So it's that overthinking that makes it even hard to get out of bed, even hard to fall asleep, right? So what does this card come here with the Two of Wands? That it is about not only am I making decisions or being in a crossroad, is knowing where to go from here. And the Nine of Swords is telling you, okay, right now, it is about making a choice. It is about not only making a choice, but knowing where to go from here, right? And knowing that that will not be, you will not solve this by overthinking, right? So if you are overthinking right now about your relationship, about your partner, this is not the healthy way. So anything that is causing a too much worry for you in a way that is affecting your overall life is not healthy. So right now, think about where do you want to go from here, right? What do you want? Right? And if you're not in a relationship, are you putting too much thoughts about finding the right person? Right? Or if you are in a relationship, are all the thoughts that you have all day long on that person or the relationship? So you are a whole person on your own, right? Another human being comes and adds to your life in this partnership if they come into a relationship with you, but they should not be your sole source of happiness, right? You are a human being, you're a soul inhabiting this human body, having this human experience, right? And this human experience is rooted in different things, your spirituality, right? Your relationship with the God, with the divine, your projects, your work, the things that you want to create, your legacy, your health, your hobbies, your friends, anything that makes you and your life as a whole thing. So right now, any type of overthinking or either trying to only focus your thoughts on the relationship or that person or having a relationship may not be healthy. So what's important is to know where you want to go from here and examine also where there is too much overthinking at this time. And remember that if you have choices, if you want to go somewhere, go towards what gives you peace. All right. And now what to release? And we have the Eight of Cups and the Chariot, Major Arcana, Major Advice. So the Eight of Cups, interesting because the Eight of Cups is the card of moving away, right? Of you see a person walking away. And the Chariot is this card of also momentum, right, towards success. So what do these things tell us about what to release, right? And here it's releasing, interestingly, it's releasing, trying to move away or trying to create distance towards what's important. So for people that shut down, or if you are avoiding, that's the word I was looking for, avoiding facing what is important, right? Avoidance. So this card, because it's in the release position, is telling you avoiding confrontation, avoiding facing the realities of your relationship or your love life is what needs to be released, right? In order to be successful, you need to first acknowledge and accept what is, and then know towards where you're going, right? So avoiding conflict or avoiding hard conversations or avoiding seeing the things that are is not what's recommended. What's recommended is that with courage, you advance forward, you make decisions, and you know towards where you go. And anything that's making you worry is not the healthy path, right? The healthy path is peace. All right, and what do we have on what to focus on? And the Empress, Major Arcana, Major Advice, the beautiful Empress. And the Empress is all about growth, right? And what to focus on? The Empress is all about you here, is about your own growth, right? And it is about your own self care. And when I see all these cards together, let's put them together here, is decide towards what you towards where you are going, towards what you want out of your life. Decide where these your life, meaning your love life, because this is a love reading. Decide towards where you want to go, right? But yes, also look at your life as a whole. Where do you want to go? And also look at what's the overthinking here, what's your worry, right? And the cards are telling you it's about choosing peace and growth for yourself, releasing, avoiding not seeing the relationship for what it is, avoiding hard conversations. The answer is about moving forward, right? And seeing things for what they are, making healthy choices, and not anything, and knowing that anything that's causing you worry or that is overthinking is not the peaceful path. Focus right now more on your own growth than not only the growth of the relationship, your own growth, self-care, right? Nurture yourself and then nurture the other person and the relationship. But the first step should be to nurture yourself, right? But see things for what they are. Move forward with confidence towards where you're going, towards what do you want for the relationships, and also making sure that you're choosing peace, right? Anything that brings peace into your life, not overthinking, not extra worry. All right? All right. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest. And if you want to go and dig in more into your personal situation and your relationship, I offer private online sessions that can be done from anywhere in the world, as well as pre-recorded readings. The links are in the description for my website, as well as my Gumroad storefront. All right. If you have any questions, reach out. And I can answer how my private sessions can accompany you through whatever it is that you're going. They are great for life transitions, for times of major changes, and to get clarity, right? And why me, or why my services? So I have a master's in psychology. I'm a board certified coach and a board certified holistic energy practitioner. I have 30 years experience reading tarot, and I bring that and all my different trainings into our sessions to help you advance and move forward. My tarot readings are not predictive, right? In the sense that it's not fortune telling. Why? because I truly believe the future is fluid, and there is a lot of empowerment in that because you have the gift of choice and free will, right? To change circumstances, to create your life, and to manifest things. And how are my tarot sessions? Well, my tarot sessions, besides mixing all my training, are a part divination, but not divination as in fortune telling, divination as a conversation with the divine, right? It's kind of saying, please give me a sign, God, Spirit, give me a sign, and then reading that sign. And also mixing in the coaching and the different trainings. So any questions, reach out or book your private session. As for this channel, please like, subscribe, and get those notifications. There is something almost every day of the week. On Sundays, we have the energy forecast. On Mondays, we have work and career. On Tuesdays, today, love and romance. And Wednesdays, tomorrow, we have the oracle card readings instead of tarot. Thursdays, we're starting a new series. It's an open day where we're going to start doing different types of readings. And Fridays, we do have the weekend forecast, the weekend messages. So please like, subscribe, and get those notifications. And let me know in the comments what deck did you pick. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow. Brightest blessings your way.